robot fighting teams are about to take on one of the most intense engineering challenges in the world.
Advice I'd give to roboteers entering the arena is don't panic and try not to die.
To design, build and battle heavyweight fighting robots to compete for the ultimate prize.
Through chaotic group battles and fierce head-to-heads, new and veteran teams of robot engineers must push their reinforced war machines to the limits.
Their robots are harder, faster, stronger, designed for one thing: total destruction in pursuit of victory.
Roboteers stand by.
Welcome to Robot Wars. 40 teams of brilliant homemade machines, hand-built over months, even years, only to be destroyed in seconds for our entertainment.
And it's not just sparks that will fly in our bulletproof arena, it's armed with an arsenal of hazards to launch, spike, or even just set fire to them. And if they make it past all of that, there's still these, the house robots.
But they're not just doing it for the love of engineering. One amazing machine will become the new Robot Wars champion.
In the last heat, Aftershock made the competition quake as its vertical spinner ripped itself a place in the grand final.
Tonight, 8 more teams will have to survive 2 group battles. The 4 winning robots will fight for points in the head-to-heads, with 3 points for a win and 2 points for a judge's decision. The 2 highest scoring robots will go through to tonight's final. Let's meet the teams in our first group battle. They are Hobgoblin, Behemoth, Cobra and Eruption.
Cobra Crusher.
Cobra have a robot designed to crush opponents and inflict maximum damage by ramming them into the arena sidewall, or of course one of those furious house robots.
Do you want to talk me through the weapon?
Well, it's basically very simple. We have the head.
Yeah.
It's the Cobra head. So it's down at the moment
Okay.
for safety.
Yeah.
It comes up all the way.
Right.
You can grab the opponents
Okay.
and we take them
And
for
crush
a
them.
spin. And crush them and take them
Okay.
for a spin.
Toy with them.
Yeah.
Please give it up for Cobra. Good luck, lads.
Eruption. Flipper.
Eruption was heavily damaged by spinner PP3D last series. Since then, they've adapted it to the cold conditions of the arena to maximize their flip power.
We've even got a new weapon now.
Oh, what's a new weapon?
We've got our spinner on the top.
You've even got the spinner. You've got a combined spinner and flipper.
Well, it's more like a nibbler, I think. But
Yeah,
we hope to get the robots on there, have a nibble at them, then throw them out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Eruption.
Hobgoblin. Beta Bot.
Built and designed by 19-year-old team captain Harry, Hobgoblin has a unique weapon system.
The weapon is this feature on the front which spins up like that.
Okay.
It should take chunks of out of the robots.
So what are your ideal opponents?
Very flat, boxy things. No wedges, no flippers.
No, zero flippers.
Zero
Can you
flippers.
self-right?
In theory, yes. Never tested.
Good luck.
Cheers. We'll need it.
Behemoth. Titanium Scoop.
One of Robot War's most seasoned competitors, the Behemoth Boys, are back with their eye on the title and a range of new interchangeable scoops. What's this I see in front of me here?
Yeah, we've got a few different attachments for this year. The new one here, which is mainly for horizontal spinners, as Carbide last year, this would help us because it's got the angles.
How thick is the protection here? This is what you're battling against.
Actually a 0.12 mil thick.
Right, okay. How many blows from a spinner going full speed do you think it'll take?
Well, hopefully lots, but let's wait and see.
Give it up for Behemoth, ladies and gentlemen.
It's time for the first group battle. For many Roboteers, this is the first time they'll see their own upgraded, overhauled, and often newly built robots at full power. To oversee this battle, our very own Jonathan Pierce.
Thanks very much, Dara and Angela. Who will survive the proving grounds of the group battles? Only 2 of these competitors can progress to the head-to-heads. They'll do so by dodging the arena hazards and the house robots, who this series can be unleashing their CPZs for 10 seconds by competitors pressing the pit button. And a new hazard I like to call Rogue House Robots. Our 3-minute battles presided over by our judging panel, head judge Professor Noel Sharkey, Dr. Lucy Rogers and Sethu Vijay Kumar. It goes to the judges if competitors are unable to KO their opponents by flipping them out, sending them into the pit of oblivion, or by simply smashing them into submission.
From Belgium, Cobra.
Cobra's crusher has a powerful 4 tons of crush in its jaws and can bend 10mm steel. It's one of the quickest robots in the competition as well. When he's not building robots, team captain Marco van Heck sells fish.
From Warrington, Eruption.
Team captain Michael has built and designed this robot with dad Adrian. Eruption's armour has been upgraded with angled hardened steel side pods to deflect spinner attacks. The team say this year their plan is to flip robots out of the arena, and with a robot that can flip over 1,000 kilos, that's a real possibility.
From Surrey, Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin's primary weapon spins at 2,500 RPM with a tip speed of 80 miles an hour. The drive power comes from 2 500-watt lawnmower motors. It's the first heavyweight beta robot to compete in Robot Wars. Will this new blood robot be able to hand out old-school beatings?
From Hemel Hempstead, Behemoth.
Robot Wars veterans return with their 6-wheel mini bulldozer. Behemoth has the ability to pull 1.5 tons at a speed of 15 miles an hour. Carbide knocked them out last series with their upgraded buckets. Will they have a shot at the championship this time? And the house robot, for the first time tonight, the robotic commander-in-chief. It's Sir Killalot.
Roboteers, stand by.
The teams are in the control booth. It's battle time.
3, 2, 1.
Can Hobgoblin's egg beater scramble them out there? Behemoth dancing a little bit and prancing around and pushing there as well on Cobra. Eruption being chased across the floor by Behemoth with the mighty scoop. Hobgoblin in a little bit of trouble. Behemoth, you can see the power there of the scoop, lifting Eruption up into the air. Eruption can get up to 12.5 miles an hour, just over that actually. Has speed to get away. Cobra using that speed, but straight onto the floor flipper. Oh, a tumble. Little movement from Hobgoblin at the moment, but this is a good contest out there between Behemoth, Eruption and Cobra. Cobra between the 2 of them. Eruption looks a good machine here. Hobgoblin is driven straight into the wall, I think.
No, we're gone.
Behemoth think they've done enough. They might try and stay out of trouble now. Pit release. And yes, it will mean this time the Dial of Doom has gone left. Down goes the pit. And Cobra got themselves too tight with Killalot. And they've done so well. Cobra. Oh, Behemoth on its side. Cobra's okay. Live to fight another day after the pictures of Killalot. Oh, this is a good battle, isn't it? 3-way tussle, only 2 can go through. Like the look of Eruption. Cobra needs herself right. They're on the floor spikes. Eruption just dodging those spikes. Behemoth, mighty, huge in the middle. Sort of just controlling its own urges to get involved. Leaving Eruption to do the damage on Cobra.
I'll see her.
Behemoth has gone into that area now to try maybe and flip. Eruption couldn't do so. Eruption turned and got away using good speed there, good technique. Now perhaps they can flip Cobra. Here comes Behemoth with a mighty shove with that 7mm grade 5 titanium lifting scoop. Again, all the pressure on Cobra. Double attack, all double ducks for the Cobra boys. And Cobra coming back on the attack on Behemoth. They've got some spirit, the Cobra team. They've got some venom in those fangs. going for the kill. This is a really good group battle, one of the best we've seen. Ah, flip! Tried to lift Cobra up and over. Good armament on Cobra, hardened steel. It's withstood so much and they're still in there fighting. Taking on Eruption. Oh, sheesh, it's cool. Wow, that was terrific.
Well done, James.
Really enjoyed that. Very unusual for a group battle to go to the judges, but this one will. And they were all very good in their own way. Cobra took some punishment, but seemed to be okay. Off the floor flipper, look at it. I just wonder whether this moment will count against Cobra.
I'm seeing very nervous faces here because that didn't end definitely, and you're probably both wondering now what's the story with Cobra and yourselves, and this is the first time there's ever been a judge's decision in a group battle since we've started doing this show anyway, so it's all very tense. Isn't it very tense? It's very tense. You'd love me to break the tension, wouldn't you? Let me take tension. Both teams are through. Cobra got knocked out. Congratulations to Behemoth and to Eruption.
Well done.
Well done, congratulations. Let me talk to you though about how that went, because that could have actually been very, very tight. I mean, I know poor old Cobra bore the brunt of just about everything that could have happened.
Yeah.
Man, that was a ding-dong battle for the entire thing. How do you think it went?
It went well. At one point, it looks like we lost a rear chain. So that's
Really?
having a little bit of problem. But as soon as I spat that chain back out again, I was okay.
Really? So you actually managed to ride out losing a chain on one of your wheels?
There's a lot of redundancy on the drive system.
Six-wheel
so-
drive.
Wow, there we go. Okay.
We can lose one wheel.
Did you go in with the right thing though? Did you go of all your many?
Yeah, for the robots that we had in there, that was the right one.
And similar for yourselves, you just you're just battering into each other.
Yeah, well, we saw Hobgoblin had a really, really nasty spinner on it, so we wanted to take that out, so we just turned that over, and it was just 3 of us left.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Behemoth and Eruption. Eruption returned victorious to the pit for their 2-hour repair window. For an experienced team like Behemoth, it's an uneasy start to the competition.
We had a problem almost from the start with one of the chains failing. We've just taken that apart so we can actually repair it. Going to go over the robot with a fine-tooth comb and just check everything is perfect.
In our second group battle, we have Cherub, PP3D, Draven, and Push to Exit. Let's meet the teams.
Draven Crusher.
This Crusher has been internally redesigned. It is more heavily armoured. But does its weapon have enough bite to get them through their group battle? Do you have to drive it very carefully just to get the exact right place to grab somebody?
No, we can pretty much, as long as something happens between there,
Yeah,
we get hold of it, they stop, they're not going
You're
anywhere.
talking about this is a zone of danger.
That is
this
a zone of
area,
danger,
this
yes.
size of area.
And then we can pick him up.
Okay, Grant.
That's it.
That's
the idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Draven.
Push to exit. Front hinge flipper.
Competing last series with robot Dantom Kia, Team Captain Shane has built a brand new flipper. Can his innovative design push them to victory?
It's a flipper, but it's hinged from the front, so it goes forwards.
More control.
More control, so we can flip our enemies into Killalot, Matilda, or even the pit.
Please give a round of applause for Push to Exit.
Cherub Lifter.
The older members of the Collias family competed last series with their robot Gabriel. This time, it's the turn of the youngest. Cherub does something that no other robot does. Am I right?
Yeah,
What does it do?
it does a handstand.
It does a handstand. That wasn't even the answer I was expecting when I asked the question. Are you going to drive it, by the way? Are you?
No, Toby is.
You're going to drive it, okay? How quickly can you get it out of tight corners?
It's not that fast, but it's quite easy to control compared to Gabriel.
Promise me you'll do a handstand at some stage
Okay,
when you're in there.
we will.
Give it up for Cherub.
PP3D Spinner.
PP3D dealt out some heavy hits last year. This version is upgraded to fix reliability issues with the undercutting disc. The team also have an innovative way of paying for the upgrades.
We've got a brand new disc. Now, interestingly enough, PP3D is the world's first crowd-funded robot.
So what?
So
Other people paid for your hobby.
other people pledged money to assist us and help us with our upgrades. And some of those...
Sorry, that must feel like a lot of pressure. Not only do you have to, you know, do it for the team, you have to do it for how many people?
76 backers.
76 backers. And are these their names on
Those
the...
are their names. They've been laser etched onto the disc, so they'll be spinning at 2,500 RPM in the arena.
Swag your way up to that arena and good luck.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Slightly terrifying.
They'll all need to play to their own strengths and avoid those that pose them the biggest threat. It's the ultimate game of rock, paper, scissors. Take it away, Jonathan.
Thanks very much, Darren Angela, our Arena Angels. The teams in the second group battle tonight are entering that arena.
From Wiltshire, Draven.
The disciples of Draven have returned with a harder and faster crusher. Draven has 8 800-watt motors for improved speed and pushing power. Draven has a light but strong carbon fibre chassis, but will it stand up to the rigours of the Robot Wars arena?
From Maplethorpe, push to exit.
Push to exit is the only front hinge flipper competing this series. Team Captain Shane has overclocked his 24-volt drive system to 28.8 volts, meaning it can hit a top speed of 22 miles an hour. Team Captain Shane also manages an amusement arcade and has performed driving tests for push to exit in the Dodgems after hours.
From Essex, Cherub.
Cherub is a team of brothers and sisters from the Collias family. 13-year-old Toby, the youngest driver in the competition. Cherub gets it straight from 75-to-1 gear ratio on its 360-degree lifting spikes, and according to the team, the robot is capable of lifting a house robot.
From Aberdeenshire, PP3D.
Team PP3D are back, more powerful than ever. This PP3D version 2 has a 31-kilo spinning disc and spins at 2,600 RPM. The team say that PP3D is more than capable of slicing through the arena sidewall. Yeah, you break it, you bought it.